I believe that the solution to a lot of violence and robbery and gangs and the court cases, in a certain zip code, is essentially coming from the lack of jobs, the lack of economic well-being, and when people are not getting good, decent income. I'm not talking about even middle upper class. As long as they get into somewhere close to middle class income, and this crime rate automatically would drop drastically. Now I walk the city here, I can see and I hear all the brokenness of society, like some guy's been attacked, some gunshots, etc. This is all because of ties in with the economic well-being of a community, of society. You notice the only zip code where the zip code is more problematic are invariably tied into low-income group, okay? All simply joblessness. So with the current administration somewhere in Bronx, that if there was a great campaign to really create wealth, create jobs, if the new administration can bring in new jobs and well-being and investment, essentially to somewhat gentrify the areas, whatever it is the case may be, a lot of these crimes will automatically leave. Now, there's always a down point saying that because when a more downtrodden, poor area, higher crime rate, this always seem to go together. Higher crime rate and lower income groups, being gentrified. A lot of poor income group people will be displaced. So that's not a good idea then. That should be a modified idea. My thinking is that when the wealth and jobs and creation of economic activities is brought to a low income group, the people who have been living there need to be part of it, and they should be part of receiving the blessings of job creation. There may not be white collar workers immediately, but at least start with blue collar workers and slowly work themselves up and get the jobs. Once they get the jobs and they feed themselves and family, and a lot of these things will settle down. I think a lot of this crime will just go away on its own. Now, I'm not saying that there is no white collar crimes as well. There are. But this one, fundamentally, we need to overcome the low income group crime problem in the territory. The white collar crime happened even in Washington, D.C., probably the most in Washington, D.C., with the corruption you see the last few years. But there will be another topic. So let me cap it up. Overall, we need to really see the gospel flourishing, coming into the society as solving the root problem of the society. Okay, so law and order is best implemented when there's flourishing, when there's human flourishing. Human flourishing comes with economic flourishing, first and foremost. It may not be the foremost, but spiritual flourishing is the foremost. But there's something called the gospel lift, economic lift. When the people come to the gospel of Jesus Christ, there will be a lift in the lift in the economic. I think they will be really, really going well with it. Now, you know, as overall eventual solving of the problems in terms of crimes and etc., the solution is the gospel, of course. Jesus said, if you know the truth will set you free. But now it's a gap between now a place is ravished by drugs, cocaine, unemployment, family problems, single family upbringing, all these things, and wedlock marriage, etc. We have all this. These things need to be overcome. So gospel does not become very relevant, very attractive, compelling if people can't feed themselves. People get shot, people get pushed and get assaulted. The society at large needs a reformation. The gospel must bring. When the gospel comes in, flourishing society will bring in resolving the problems at the blue collar and white collar level, across the board, all in, and they're sustainable. Economic solution for blue collar, what do you call this? High crime rate, low income poverty group. It's only temporary, because if you don't treat it well, it becomes a white collar crime. So all these fill in solutions from the worldly point of view, but eventually we have to move towards the gospel solutions.